Well, let me ask you, Clay, we were picking on you guys on this for a while. We have this thing called the disco list where I put people on the list and just
you
whatever.
That
but
Jericho?
Bro, we were so mad because one of the angles that popped, we were critical of the show, but we're older guys. It's, you know how everybody watches Raw and everything, bro. The one thing one of the things that
keep
popped
it real,
huge,
Raw was unwatchable for many years.
One of the things
sucked.
Huge.
It's good now. It's gotten better.
It's gotten better, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that popped us was Breezango when they were doing the Fashion Police. Okay, we were like,
Did you hear any of this? Did you hear any of this?
I did. I heard. Okay. I remember seeing it on Twitter or seeing the.
Our fans are savages.
Why did they never take that step? Why did you guys never give them the title?
Really? It was a fight every week to get them on social media.
Really?
Yes.
So Vince
to get them on. Well, neither one of them saw that time. Neither one of them felt that they had anything. They were too comical. So honestly, dude, we loved them. We thought they were entertaining. We thought they, all this stuff. True story. We were in Chicago, and those guys were working. It might have been for the titles, and I'm not sure who it was against. But it was when I started writing SmackDown, and Vince had been telling me, you got to fight for your show. You got to do this. Well, he came up with a spot. He being Vince came up with a spot for those two guys to go under the ring in Chicago, sold out at some pay-per-view. We did. And come back out, like one dressed as a woman and one dressed as a janitor, like with a mop. And I went in to Vince and I said, please don't do that. Like I didn't see the vision that he had. Right. And I told him that. I begged him, please don't make them do this. They didn't want to do it. Everybody thought it was a horrible idea. They did it in the match, and the people blew the roof off the joint in Chicago and started chanting for the mop. Like it was incredible. And it was one of many times where I had to look him in the eye and go, you were right again, you old because he was right a lot. And that's probably not even what we were talking about. But Breezango.
No, but he might have been right about that, but he was wrong about not, because I know that would have gotten a pop. Because the fans now are sillier. They're more nerdier.
Yes.
They like comedy.
You don't have to be funny now.
Right. You don't got to be tough anymore. You can be, it's okay to have some humor. Yeah. It's wrestling. It isn't real. Yeah. We get it. So going in with that mindset, you understand. But bro, these guys, you could have done a lot with them, and they weren't pushed.
Holy crap, dude! And can work. Both of them could work. And so
you think he soured on the guy that was a Fandango, and then probably soured on him after that, and said, this guy or something?
Yeah, maybe. I think he said that kind of to both of them, but they came back down to NXT and had their kind of last little bit of their stint there. We actually had fun with them there, and I thought used them in a good way. I thought we could have used them better, to your point, even at NXT after they came off the main roster. But yeah, just getting them on something was really difficult.
Let me ask you this: when you talk about difficulty with Vince.
Okay, you may get off the disco list for that.
Yeah, how many? We already took him off the disco list because he's not in WWE Creative anymore.
That's true.
I want to ask you this: how many guys? How are you like? Because Russo always used to tell me stories, and Terry Taylor told me stories about this. That the Vince Russo was one of the first guys he ever saw stand up to Vince when they'd argue creatively. Like to Vince, that sucks. That's would tell him stuff sucks. And stuff everything.
Yeah,
but I get we hear the stories of Vince is they started bringing in all these writers, these young kids, and I just get this vision of these young writers. Everybody's absolutely intimidated by him. What was your level of did Vince intimidate you, or did you have a good rapport with him where you could tell him, bro, that I think that sucks, or how was it what's his aura like, and what type of command does he have over the room with the writing team?
Like if he was Satan himself. No, but look. I'll say, as I usually say, I go both ways on this. So look, he's intimidating as, but I had a good relationship with him, so I couldn't say, "Hey, bro, that sucks." You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that to him, and I don't mean to curse so much. But I could say, "Sir, are you sure we want to do that?" You know what I mean? And I would try to, and then after a couple of times, I always had him a rule in my head to make him tell me no twice. If I felt strongly about something, I made him tell me no twice, but I never made him tell me no a third time. You know what I mean? It was like, and when he controls the room when he comes in, and that room could be full of Oscar-winning actors and professional football players. When he walks in,
he's very smart because he uses intimidation to his benefit. 100%. He knows he's Vince. Yeah.
Right. And I said this on Sports Keto with Russo actually. Talking about he knows power gestures and he knows things to do to make himself project power and everyone else project inferiority. You know what I mean? And it's just so, and look, sometimes it's a performance, sometimes it's not. 3 o'clock in the morning, I could joke around with him a little more than I could at 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I had a great relationship with him, but he could still come in and shut you down in a minute if he needed to. And so